Rob Gronkowski, back surgery. He's out here to see Dr. Watkins again, third time for back surgery. Anyone who's had one back surgery tells you it's brutal. 3 back surgeries, it's awful. He's 27 years old, Albert. What's the chance that he is somewhere other than New England next year?
I'd say it's a coin flip, 50-50 at this point.
Really?
Yeah, and it's complicated with the Patriots. There are a few different things here. For one thing, you guys saw the statement, right?
Yep.
Like, what other player in the 16 years that Bill Belichick has been there has afforded a joint statement with the family, with their own
And this is the second time that's happened.
And there's no one, right? And so you add that to the fact that you don't know if he's going to be on the field at the end of the year. 5 out of the last 6 years now, if you count this year, he's going to have entered the end of the season banged up and not at 100%, and in some of those cases out of the lineup altogether. It's cost him at the end of years. And then on top of that, you've got all the Gronk Inc. stuff, right? Like, so it's the family, it's the stuff that just winds up on TMZ, all of that.
But do they really have an issue with that? Because
here's the thing, Andrew. He's high maintenance. He's high maintenance. I don't think there's any question about that. And so you're willing to put up with all of that as long as the performance is at the level that merits it. And I think the maintenance is starting to catch up to the performance here. And it's not that he doesn't play well when he's in there. It's just that he's not always in there. And he's still got value, and that tells me, I think that informs all of us, that they would look and just see what he's worth this offseason. And if someone offers them a 1, would they do it? I think they think really hard about that. The other part of this, too, if you're going to re-sign Martellus Bennett, right, who they really, really like, then what Gronk's making over the next 3 years, which is $24 million, sets a natural ceiling for what you can pay Bennett. Because if you pay Bennett $1 more than Gronk, then Gronk's going to be headed back to the negotiating table and say, hey, wait a minute, I've laid it on the line for you guys for 7 years. And so you can tell, there's just a lot going on here to where I think they would at least entertain the idea of dealing him off. And we've seen it in the past with guys like Deion Branch and Richard Seymour and Randy Moss.
Chandler Jones.
Jamie Collins. That's the way you leave New England, unless you're willing to stay on their terms.
Albert Breer joins us from the MMQB.
He's not that guy.
I just think that if I'm trading for him, I'd be so afraid that the guy can't get on the field for me.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.